know, this city, the views, the houses built on top of the mountain, most definitely reminds me of the favelas in Brazil. There's no other place where I've been where I've seen, and I'm not saying it's nowhere else in the world, but it's nowhere that I have seen the type of houses and no consideration of floods, rains, monsoons, anything from a natural disaster standpoint that can negatively affect the property being taken into consideration, other than here in Rwanda and in Brazil. You just don't see, and I'm sure it's not suggested to build on the side of hills. You know, the Philippines, Indonesia, various places in South America, various places in Southwest Asia have felt the effects of the position of a house and water not ending well. But this place is beautiful. This place is beautiful. I love it. If someone were to ask me right now, where would you go to retire if you had a choice of all the places in Africa? As we speak right now, I would say Rwanda. I would say Rwanda. It's clean. Look at the roads. Look at the road. Look at the paved roads. And this is something that you are not going to see in a place like Uganda. You know, this is not something that you're going to see in a place like Uganda, these paved roads. Are you going to see paved roads? Yes. But you're going to see a lot more dirt and gravel and more dirt and more dirt and more dirt than you will see paved roads. Look how beautiful this place is. This is mornings. I just left the gym. Actually, here's the gym. But I'm about to go get some breakfast. I just wanted y'all to see, as I've said 100 times, and I'm going to say 100 more times, I just want y'all to see what was not in these history books. This was not in these history books, ladies and gentlemen. This was not in the history books. The history book showed me poverty. The history book showed me feed the children commercials. That's what the history book showed me. That's what the history book showed me. And I might do a Uganda versus Rwanda, but Uganda, it's night and day. If this was Uganda, it'd be kids on that street right there begging, knocking on windows, women there with babies and infants in their hand, knocking on windows, looking through the glass. And this is no disrespect to Uganda, but it is what it is, night and day. But I would recommend you come here, see these excellent views for yourself, see the part of Africa that they're not showing on TV. Seeing the part of Africa that they're not recommending. See these pictures that are not in these elementary, middle, and high school history books. This is Africa, ladies and gentlemen. This is Africa. See, this is the part of Africa that they don't show you. You know? The part of Africa that they don't show you. And I'm just walking home from the gym. I was gonna get a motorbike to get home a little quicker, but then I realized I'm not doing nothing. I don't have any plans. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of rushing home to do nothing besides drink some weight gainer? But this is the part of Africa they don't show you. The part of Africa that they do not show you. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it 100 more times. I didn't see this in my history books. I did not see the beauty, the greenery, the houses, the architecture. These aren't things that I seen in my history books when they talked about Africa. It was always poverty. And this is like my fifth. Good morning. This is like my fifth country that I've been to in Africa. And to be honest with you, it's the cleanest. It's the cleanest. It's the most beautiful country that I've been to since I've been to Africa. You don't see trash on the ground, cans, food, wrappers. I haven't seen one stray dog, one stray cat. Only thing I've heard, as you've just heard, is birds. This is an amazing country. An amazing country. So if someone were to say, hey, continent jumper, where could I go in Africa to enjoy myself? I would say Rwanda, Kigali. I would say come here. And I'm not going to bash other African countries, but let's say for an example, right, I have two phones, right? I might have $50 in my pocket in local currency. And don't get me wrong, I carry phones and money. I guess I ain't never seen an American guy before. I carry phones and money with me in any country I go to. But let's say Uganda, for an example. Uganda, it is known that those motorbikes will steal your phone. It's known. Like, it's not even, Uganda is like DR, right? And don't get me wrong, I've said this before, I've never had an incident in any country, but Uganda is like DR. In Uganda, you can be on your phone just like this, and one of those taxis will come and snatch your phone. That's known. That's not even a secret. Uganda is not this clean at all. Matter of fact, Rwanda and Uganda is like night and day. So when I hear those stories and seen those stories of how clean Rwanda was, guess what? They were right. It's a quiet, relaxing country. You don't see, and I'm not going to do a Rwanda versus Uganda, but you don't see kids begging you on every street corner like you see in Uganda. Matter of fact, I haven't seen any kids begging on any street corner. I haven't even seen any kids begging, adults begging. Those are things that you're going to experience in Uganda, poverty. But just look, let's look now. I just didn't take a glimpse of a short space where it's green and trees and looks like a big old garden. Like, look, I've been on this video for almost 5 minutes. Look, nothing has changed. Look how beautiful this country is. I said that to say, don't be brainwashed into what the man said Africa was all about and what the man said Africa looks like. This is Africa.